What's up, everybody? It's Bruce, the Screen Sniper, and we just finished up episode 2 of season 7 of The Walking Dead. Great episode again. I'm so happy with the first 2 episodes because, I really had some trouble with some of the episodes from last season. It was just, let's not even talk about last season. We're on season 7, so let's just talk about that. Look, first off, meeting Ezekiel. I checked out in the comics where Ezekiel has this tiger, and then you see the scenes with Carol meeting Ezekiel and the tiger, and she's kind of like, what the hell's going on? She goes into her little Susie homemaker deal. It was an amusing scene to see them go back and forth. She's just so full of it. He kind of looks past whatever she was kind of talking about, because she was even over the top for herself in that scene, with the little innocent role or whatever, and you can kind of tell he was kind of overlooking it a little bit. So that was a funny scene. Moving on with the pigs that they were feeding walkers to give to the saviors. Here's what's funny about that scene. I kind of called that when I was watching. I was like, I bet they're giving those to the saviors when they took the pigs away. But here's the only thing about that is that I don't understand what they think it's going to do to the saviors. I don't know if they think it's poisoning them. Maybe this is something to be revealed later. Maybe it's not doing anything to them. But I am kind of wondering, what's the end game to that? By feeding the pigs walkers, does it hurt the saviors? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they know something we don't know. Well, another thing that I like about the episode was that Morgan seems to be fighting with himself on getting his killer instinct back. When he had to kill the guy at the end of season 6, it's something he really didn't want to have to do, but he did it, especially after the last few conflicts of season 6, because you got to think that just happened a few days ago in Showtime. It looks like he's seeing that killing is necessary. And so hopefully we get the old Morgan back. We don't have to be the whole clear Morgan, the one when he was just shooting everything from the window, but at least he's getting that killer instinct back. I'm all for the make Morgan kill again train. Instead of making America great again, let's make Morgan kill again. Let's do that. So it's great to see him kind of fighting with that, because I want him to get that killer instinct back. It's so necessary. The docile Morgan, just the docile people period, just don't last. Or if they do, they have to be protected by someone else. And I feel like the docile people are just something else for someone to have to protect. You should pull your own weight, not only in the farming and everything else, but in also taking care of everybody else in the defense as well. So yes, I love the fact that Morgan is making that decision, because some of his decisions before caused other people to die. So it really didn't help to save this person over here that you don't know, to let someone that you actually care about die. I think that was the big problem and the conflict he was causing. He caused a lot of problems. But I say that almost tongue-in-cheek, because, and I'll wrap this recap video up with this, is that I noticed that the people of core group that we like in the show tend to bring problems wherever they go. Now, of course, there are problems already in some of these places, but it seems that our group, wherever they go, bigger problems even come. It may be just a coincidence that other groups come in and attack our group, but it seems like they have a lot of baggage. And the way that they go about things, they impose their will. So there's always going to be a conflict, whether they impose their will by being very aggressive, like how Rick was in Alexandria, or if they impose their will by being too passive, like how Morgan was here. So it's interesting to see people in our group interact with people in a different group, because there always seems to be some type of conflict that the group feels they need to impose their will on. And I will say, I love the way the episode ended with, Carol, she left, but even she's kind of fighting with her own humanity, because she was so far off the deep end. So I guess she feels like it's best to not be around people, but she's kind of close to the place they live in her own little house, and has the, fence around her or whatever. So, that's great that she's not going out and doing something to where she could possibly die in the series, which I don't expect her to do that in the next few episodes, but you never know, because they could kill off anybody. But it is good that you see the conflict that she was having. Maybe she can get a grasp on that, because she went from being beat to the next thing you know, she's a ninja, till she was pretty much losing her mind, and she was hating the fact that she was killing people. So the fact that she's trying to face that and get to the next point is a good thing. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen with her. I'm very excited about Morgan. Ezekiel. One more thing, I have to say one more thing. Ezekiel, I like the fact that he's a caricature of himself and he's aware of it. So I was glad the show revealed that early, because it was almost becoming a joke to see the way he was acting. And I was like, is he in on his own joke? What's going on here? But to know it was intentional was great. So by that character knowing, like, hey, I know I'm over the top and I'm doing it for the reasons of XYZ, that was great. It kind of relieved me from thinking that maybe he was jumping the shark a little bit, but he wasn't. It was part of the character, so that was great. He played that character to the T. So next week, we'll definitely be right back to talk Walking Dead again, unless something else happens this week and I decide to talk Walking Dead again this week. I do have to jump off this video and I need to watch Westworld, because I need to talk about whatever's going on in Westworld. Episode 5 is coming out, so be looking for that link as well. If you like this video, make sure that you hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Tell others to subscribe to the channel. Take this video and show other people and say, hey, here's some things to talk about. Let's talk about these shows. And make sure you come back to the channel so you can see what show I have next in my sights. Peace.